Almost. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live. Hi, folks. Welcome to the second half of our Saturday Night Live, which happens to be on Thursday. This is class number 16. So we started the Purple Heart Project back in November of 2016. We used to do 2 classes a year. Then we planned to do 6. COVID killed 2020. 2021, we only managed to squeak 1 in. This is our 3rd class in 2022. So of 16 classes, we've had 116 combat wounded vets go through our program, male, female. Mostly American. We've had some Canadians, we've had an Australian, and this one we have one from Ireland. We'll introduce you to all of them. So what should we do first? Just walk around, see what's going on. So I'm going to stand over here so you can see behind me what's. Danny's behind the camera, by the way. Jake is away gallivanting, lollygagging in Utah with Megan and Little Moose. Here's Big Moose. So he's so suave.
The moose is loose.
And you buzzed right by Chris. This is Chris. He's our man in the Department of Product Development. Okay, so we've been at this. We actually came in Sunday night, had a barbecue thanks to Frick. Frick's behind the camera, or not behind the camera. Frick's on the green screen. Everybody made it. All the flights were on time. Hey, Luther. Yeah. Can you come here for just a second? So we do this to raise funds so we can run this program. And I just want to ask, Luther arranges all the flights. So what was the cost of the average flight in 2019?
Oh, about $750, $800.
In 2019?
Yeah.
I thought we were under 500.
Well, okay. It's something low like that.
This is going well.
It's been a while.
Well, I know he remembers this. So how much this month were the
That's about 1,050 this month.
Average.
And it's been going up. Every class goes up about, and that's just 1 month apart. We were doing it in May. So May was high, and then May went up about June went up about 5 to 10%, and then July went up about 5 or 10%. So it's gone up every class.
So the cost of running our program, not to mention, we haven't even calculated the extra cost of food, but we're going to do it anyway. So if you're thinking about helping out and you want to be part of this, by all means, tonight's your night. So you can go on our website, RobCosman.com. Luther built a whole page on the left side under PHP, drop-down menu, how to help, and there's all the different ways you can donate. Donate through our website because then there's no fees involved, except for the credit card fee.
So the menu bar on the left-hand side says Purple Heart Project. It's purple, not PHP, it says purple.
Purple Heart.
It's a purple button underneath the black menu. It says Purple Heart Project. Go there, it'll open up another menu, and everything you want to know about Purple Heart Project is in there.
Right. Go there. So tonight we're going to give away our prizes. We're doing it early because Frick has to exit for a ball game. So we are going to do the draw on the half hour. Give away 1 prize for every $1,000 we donate that's donated, and I'll just bring you over here to the prize table. So we're going to have a new one soon. I'll tell you about that in a second. So this is Bob Abbott, and this is called the Tumbling Block. Really cool, big fan favorite. This is a solid cutting block. It's made out of cherry, maple, and walnut, and you can see how much work goes into that, sorry. Jesse Rufiange, who's another combat wounded vet, friend of mine over in Nova Scotia, and these are his little cell phone holders that he makes. You can do it either way. It's my lovely wife on there. Jeff O'Connor makes what's called the Irish Kiss Stick. My favorite are the shave bowl and brush. This one's made out of yew. This one's made out of oak. Comes with a bar of soap that is made by someone near to Jeff, which is fantastic. I thoroughly enjoy this. And Kevin Burris Woodworking. That was O'ConnorWoodworking.com. This is Burris, B-U-R-A-S, woodworking.com. And Kevin specializes in laser engraving on both slate and granite. So this is one that he did for me that's up in my office. And over here, is one that he did that is our mission statement for the Purple Heart Project. So I may leave it there. I was going to put it on the wall, but I think I might leave it there. If you have something in your business, in your personal life, whether it's a date and time that's really monumental, get a hold of Kevin, burriswoodworking.com, and Kevin can carve it in stone for you. Now, Kim is Jeff's wife, Kim O'Connor, and she has a business that I should say this. I think if the most overlooked casualty of a combat wounded vet is the spouse, the family, but the spouse in particular. And we got to change that because these ladies carry the load, an unbelievable load. They deserve a Purple Heart. So Kim has joined our circle, and her business name is, her website that you can go to check stuff out is, drum roll, snippetsandstitches.com. That's can you put that up? Snippets, SNIPPETSANDSTITCHES.com. Snippetsandstitches.com. And you can see what she does. Very popular handbags. We'll have one here sometime soon. So Ken's here tonight with his dog. His dog's name is Ruby. Oh yeah, the vets love it. So our dog, I forgot the name already. Maggie has gone to Calgary. My daughter Kenzie moved to Calgary to study to be an equine therapist, and the dog went with her. And these guys really need that support of an animal. So Ken brought up his dog. Hopefully it helps. All right, let's just walk around and see what's going on. I tried to tell you where we were. So this is Thursday night. So these guys, Monday we did sharpening. So they learned to freehand sharpen planes and chisels. We did some sawing. On Tuesday we started cutting dovetails, through dovetails. And Wednesday we dimensioned lumber. We started the process of building a bench hook. So a bench hook is, where is it? Does anybody know where my bench hook is? So I can show it? There it is. Thank you, Dan. So this is a simple device, and the way it's used, can I put that in my pocket without causing, thanks Chris. The way it's used in hand tool woodworking, when you're in the process of cutting a piece of wood, you need to place it somewhere and you don't want to damage your bench. So this has a cleat on the front that catches the edge. Thank you, Luther. Cleat on the front that catches the edge of your bench, a cleat on the back or a fence that you squeeze the piece against, and then you can go in and you can cut that with lots of precision. And the bench hook acts as a sacrificial piece so that you're not cutting into your bench. It's a great exercise for them because they dimension this piece, they dimension the hardwood pieces, only a much longer piece, and then there's dovetails on both sides. So that's something, it's something small, but something they get to take home, and unbelievable amount of work in it when you consider everything is processed from rough. So they're working on that. So we're just gonna walk around and see if we can't find somebody that might wanna talk to us. Corey, you feel like speaking? Sure. So over here on his seat, when not swimming in the St. John River, this is Corey McDonald. Corey is from the Garden of Eden, aren't we all? Anybody ever say that?
Yeah, I think so.
We started there?
There's a lot of jokes. People like Adam and Eve jokes, people like snake jokes, apple jokes. There's a lot of material.
Tell them, Corey came here as one of our scholarship vets. Corey is a Canadian veteran. How many years?
11 all told. I was teaching in Southeast Asia for a year. I was on the supplementary reserve list. But yeah, 11 years.
How many tours overseas?
Just the one.
To Afghanistan?
Yep.
Yeah. And now, who would you like to say hello to?
Oh my goodness. I would like to say hello to Maxine, my fiance. She's pretty cool.
Blow her a kiss? No. We don't do that.
Yeah, well, no, the internet.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot.
But yeah, this is an amazing program. I didn't know the first thing about, I didn't know what this thing did. I couldn't imagine what it did. I was like, why would a human need this? And now, like, yeah, I'm like holding it. It fits
I
right.
can tell by the tape on your fingers that you're still finding out what it is.
So I did cut myself multiple times.
So I'm going to stand over here.
I'm not bleeding now. This is prophylactic tape because I cut myself like every day since I've been here. But you know, we're all adjusting to the challenges of becoming fine wood artists. And yeah, this the food's amazing. The people are amazing. All the staff are amazing. The group of guys we have are
Second to none.
super duper amazing. We have completely different experiences, and we have we come from different countries and units, and some of us fought different wars, and there's a lot of connective tissue with like woodworking is calming to me. It's good for my mental health. It's an important part of how I take care of myself. And I was really, really bad. I'm still really, really bad at bending. I didn't know a lot of things that I didn't even know them, which are my favorite things to learn. So I like uncovering the ignorance rocks. I don't know that we're looking over here. Those are good. Yeah, and I would never financially, this isn't an investment that's I could just set aside on a tool that I don't know how to use, that I don't have, but the fact that these are provided and I have the skills and I want to get back to my camp and make art with this. It's a new paintbrush to paint with. It's
Stuff.
So yeah, I'm very excited for how I'm going to utilize these brand new skills. My brain has been full every day.
Tell them who you met today.
I met 2 dogs.
You're benched.
Who did it?
You met the guy.
Oh yeah, I met the Kodiak
Woodworkers.
woodworking collective or
Guild. Jim,
Okay.
Jim and John.
Yeah, so Jim and John, the guild made this bench right here. I didn't know that was part of the deal, and I was like, okay, my first thing when I get home is I'm gonna have to cludge together an ugly version of this bench, and I don't have to do that. So I don't know if
I have to follow you just so they can
Oh
hear.
yeah, sorry. You got these little dealies.
Bench dogs.
Bench dogs. Yeah,
We're
I don't have
learning.
all the terminology
Yeah.
now, but we're getting
You just
there.
forgot.
No, I didn't know that. Yeah, you can work on any piece. I do some stuff with Live Edge, and I'm excited to be able to just secure pieces well without ratchet straps and sketchy redneck things that I do. How many people are on this?
A couple.
The whole internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Several tens of thousands of people will see this over the course of the next couple months.
Oh.
Want to shout out to the people that provide all these tools?
Yeah, I would like to express my definite appreciation to. This is I didn't realize what big of a deal this opportunity was. I was excited, and then COVID happened, and I'm like, oh, okay, lost opportunities happen, whatever. And I had kind of written this whole thing off. I was like, I'm gonna focus on other things and whatever. And then I get an email. It's like, are you good to go? And I'm like, hell's yeah, I'm good to go. Sorry. Yeah, I was. All the people that contributed to make this happen, these guys, I don't always feel like I'm in their company because it's an amazing cool group of humans that experienced a lot of stuff that most of society like scenes or experiences. So all the like aside from the woodworking, like just the stories and the fellowship and everything like that has been just incredible. So yeah, this is my first time.
Gain any weight?
I'm trying to keep it trim. There's the food's amazing. Like I thought it would just be regular food, but it's like amazing food.
I brought you some sea rat.
I don't want to eat any of that. No, get that away from me. Give that to somebody who needs it.
Luther. All right. Thanks, Corey. Let's go over here. Pete, you interested in saying hello to anybody?
Sure, absolutely.
So this is Pete. What's your last name?
Pete Kern.
Pete Kern.
K-E-R-N.
K-E-R-N. Now, Pete's here as a result of another vet. See, what we do is we give everybody in the class what Luther calls a blue chip. That means we trust these guys to know who deserves to be here. And it's tough for us. We just read applications with written words. But when someone comes here and experiences it, they know who it will help. So Jeff O'Connor was in our class back in 2019. And Jeff, who is an EOD, Explosive Ordnance Disposal, just recently retired. I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, so a big shout out to Jeff O'Connor, O'Connor Woodworking there in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I was essentially his blue chip. Known Jeff for years. We've turned over a couple times in Afghanistan, followed each other's paths in and out of some of the EOD training units that are in Virginia Beach. And I was the guy that he graced me the opportunity to come here and be taught by you. And we've been afforded a massive opportunity here with Rob and his staff and Luther, who we call the Oracle, and Danny.
That's a kind of name I've ever
Actually, I think he pronounces it more like Oracle.
Oracle.
But yeah, truly, truly blessed and very, truly trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Another big shout out to all of the people that have, made the Purple Heart Project possible through, donations and contributions and, even letters to us and, the volunteers that descend upon us here in, I'm trying to think of the...
Teresa?
No, the town that we're in.
Grand Bay.
Grand Bay, yeah. Rob works us like dogs 14 hours a day, so I'm a little...
14, you been leaving early?
sleep deprived right now, but yes, just it's truly a very welcoming and generous community here. So yeah.
Big shout out to Teresa. Teresa's the gal next door that comes over and does breakfast every morning.
Yeah, the food here is amazing, and so yeah, it's been an amazing time.
So you could take actually I can't remember who's building your bench, but I know a bench is being built that will be delivered to Pete right to his home.
Yeah, and if I just Kathy, Jess, Olivia, Jeff, OC, you're. I'm interested to see what's going to be, how the bench is going to look. I'm sure it'll be amazing. Thanks for that. And
remember to check it for square.
yeah, I'll check it for square
And flat
and flat
and smooth.
And I'll be interested to see what kind of hidden treasures are going to be in it. But
Coming
also,
from Jeff, it should have a dovetailed tool tray on it. I would think that would be a standard item.
yeah, that would be nice. I'm going to text him a couple more of my requirements, but that's a joke, Jeff. And I'd like to shout out to my wife Kathy. I think they're watching, and my daughters Jessica and Olivia. So yeah, I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. Fantastic to have you here. Anybody else want to talk to me? I'm lonely.
How you doing, Rob?
Brian, Dan. We have 3 Dans. How do I keep them all? We have American Dan, we have Canadian Dan, and we have Danny. Dan, medic. Tell them what you do.
So I used to be a Special Forces medic. I was in for 21 years. I've been out now for 1 year. 13 deployments. Married, kids.
13 deployments.
Yes, sir. Can't thank you guys enough for bringing all the veterans here and helping us.
It's an honor.
Finding just a little bit of peace for Luther. Finding peace for us through woodworking, especially using hand tools, Rob. It's just an amazing experience, it really is. And I can't thank you. I can't thank the people who donate to this. The impacts you guys are making on our lives is profound.
It's an honor. It's an honor. Beautiful piece of wood. Take a look at this. Can you tell them about it?
So this is a piece of black walnut that I am hand planing down with this lovely number 6 plane that was given to me by you, Rob.
Well, it was actually, yeah.
Donated by your viewers. So I literally, I cannot thank you guys enough for this experience. But I'm planing this piece of wood down to make a
bench hook.
But the wood is so beautiful that after I use the few pieces that I'm going to need for the bench hook, I think I'm going to keep working on it and make it into something else because it's just too beautiful to go anywhere else but home with me.
It is. It is. And do you remember who's been building your bench?
I cannot remember the gentleman's name.
I'll try to get it before tonight so I can tell. But there's a bench being made that will be delivered to Dan's home.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking care of my grandson.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. We're always on duty.
Little Mickey fell and hit his head and cut his head open. We have a medic on board. Well, let's go down here and see Kent. Kent, you willing to say hello?
Of course I am.
Hold that.
Okay.
Tell them who you are, where you came from, and your experience with Kent. Kent is one of our civilian students.
I'm Kent. I'm from Southampton, Ontario, and I've been watching Rob every week for since 2019, and it's been a real privilege to be here among these veterans and with Rob because and Luther is okay, and I've got to say that Luther is the glue that keeps this going, and the humor and the knowledge that he partakes to us, I'll never use again. So, and it works because of everybody that's here, and Luther's part of that piece, and it's great, as we all know, and it's fun, and we like to joke, and that's the best part about this, is that we get to be, everybody is together, working together, having fun together, and being together. And I think this is just fantastic. That's why I'm here. It was an honor to get a section in this class. Thanks, Rob, for doing this.
My pleasure.
Thanks for doing it for these guys because I know they need it. And I've learned a lot. Looking forward to taking all the skills back home and talking about it all over the place because I think it's so needed. And it's great.
Definitely it's time. Pardon?
I got a dovetail I'm proud of.
Oh, well, Kent wants to show off a dovetail, so we'll ask Danny to come in a little closer. Number 1 is in.
I know
first ever.
This is terrible, but this is
First ever.
first ever.
So, Kent came and cut this as his first ever dovetail.
Took me 2 days.
2 days. This could be bad news for his wife waiting for that 10-drawer chest of drawers, but he will get better. And this is number 2.
Yes.
Number 2. I see the improvement. What are you working on now? How are you working on a half blind?
Half blind, yes. Just chiseling out a half blind, and I think that's great. So.
2 days. How much did you improve on this time wise?
That was only 3 hours.
3 hours.
And I let it sit overnight, and then I put it together.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks for letting me be here.
You're welcome. Happy to have you. Who else would like to speak?
I guess I'll try.
Oh,
Sure.
get in your face.
I need
Introduce yourself.
I'm Brandon Veach. I'm from Indiana, southern Indiana, somewhere around Bloomfield is where I grew up, and I'm in Washington now. I think Rob brought me here to help. So you got a Navy EOD guy and a couple of Rangers and a bunch of medics, and I know they reviewed application, but I think I was here to wrangle these guys and keep them under control. I'm the only one that with self-control here, so. that laughter you hear is just them acknowledging that I was doing a good job. No, really. My hat's off to Luther. He's
Read the cue card.
Luther.
He wrote it.
Luther. Luther is. I'm about to say I am because
You did get
he
your
said
20 bucks, right?
he said I. I mean Luther is the best woodworker, better than Rob. Did you proofread this? Oh, my God.
It's spelled wrong.
I know his name. So I came here with a little bit of woodworking knowledge and a lot of PTSD and some other medical issues. And through this process, this is probably one of the greatest things I've done. And thank you to the people that donated to Rob. And I thank Rob.
Hey.
I love this guy. I love Luther. This is kind of my new family. And I'm going to do everything I can to stay in touch with them. The growth that we've had here.
Where are you?
Right here.
This is his patch.
Yep.
In case you don't know, it's a new apron. Every vet that comes to the program sends Luther a patch that they most identify with, and it goes on my apron. So there'll be one more class on this apron before it gets retired to the wall, and then they put their name on the back so we'll always remember them.
So through this process, I grew with woodworking and with my understanding of things that we confront every day as disabled veterans and veterans with Purple Hearts. Or just in general, life throws some wicked curveballs even to the civilians. We've found commonality, and they've taught us some ways to kind of help with our issues, and we'll be able to take this skill back and the tools which everyone in here is grateful for. A lot of us will tell you, probably 100% of us will tell you that we don't feel worthy, but we do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, and thank you. And if you
Anyone you want to shout out?
yeah, if my wife is watching, I love you, Melissa. And I hope you're doing good. And the kids are probably out running around because they're older, so I doubt they're watching. But thank you, and continue to support Rob and do everything you can, because this is in my 12 years and in and out of the VA trying to find programs and things to help. This is I don't even know the word to describe it, but I've never experienced anything like this. If you can do one thing, spend $1. I mean, $1.50, because that means the world to this program. So, and thank you, Rob.
I never met a bunch of huggers like this.
We've introduced hugging to the program too, so enjoy.
Yes, you have. Don't forget to hug Luther tonight, too.
I got to sneak up on him, like I did this morning.
Neat.
Sneak up on him.
We got to do a draw. So if you want to donate, you need to do it right now, please, so that we can get that taken care of, because Frick has to leave for a ball game. We're going to keep going, but in order for him to do that, so. Oh, yes. Ken says hit the like button. Anybody else want to talk to me when I come back? Anybody else want to talk to me? Okay, good. I have at least one friend that will speak. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, just before we go over there, Zach at least has to give a big shout out to someone.
Yeah. Family and friends, obviously. Mom, dad, my wife Tabitha, my kids, and doing great.
Tell them where you're from.
County Clare, Ireland. That's where my journey began. Thank you to Luther for, where is he? Yeah, I usually hear him, but finding him sometimes hard. I got a day with him before everyone else arrived. I appreciate him settling me in, and
How's the boat ride today?
it's nice to be back on the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
The horizons balance. Rob, thanks for bringing family I was missing putting them in the shop with me and getting us a hammer and some metal and giving us something to do. I appreciate it.
I'm jealous how you guys bond instantly, even though you never met each other. That brotherhood. Everybody non-military should be envious of having people that have your back.
Yeah, it's been 12 years since I've been around it. And I feel more of myself this week than I have in a while. And it's because of these guys.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. You're busy.
Yeah.
Put your head down and go into work, which is wonderful. Have you got a dovetail you're proud of? Want to show one off?
I mean, maybe to Luther, but
All right.
this is the second one I went through.
So second ever?
Yeah, second. Ever.
Okay. Have a look. Second ever dovetail.
It'll hold.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks, man.
Very good. Save it. Save it and date it. Thank you, Zach. All right, let's go over here and do the draw, and then we can come back. Frick, do we need to come in the other room in the shop for the draw?
Yeah.
Okay. How many are we giving away?
So we're just under 2,000. So I think we should give away 2. I'm sure we'll hit 2,000 before the end of the live stream.
Let's give away 2, and then we have 3 dead cats to give away as well.
All right, so what are we giving away first?
First one, give away a dead cat.
All right, here we go. Oh, let me fade over the screen here. There we are.
Did we give a shout out to Moose and Megan and Jake?
Sure. Oh, we just hit 2,000, so good.
We did.
Shout out to Little Moose, too.
That's what we meant.
Little Moose, Megan, and Jake. They're probably not even watching, but
Oh, they might be.
but I did want to say
Is Super Dave on? Did anybody notice?
I didn't notice Super Dave, but Jack. Where did Jack go? Can I read what Jack Lane put real quick?
please.
So Jack Lane needs bench brigade volunteers in Ireland and Denmark, Europe in general for that matter. Jeff Church is trying to get UPS to help again, but hasn't received word yet. And he wanted to give a big shout out to the Alabama Woodworkers Guild. They have 4 benches in production for Scott Schroeder, Farron Pinkham, John Beck.
That'd be known as Pinky.
Pinky, yep. John Beck and Jim Eakin. And also the Kodiak Woodworkers Club. He says there's too many to count for that one, but thanks, Jack, for taking care of that. So our first winner.
Just before you, I want to say something. Chris Chahusky, who's been a huge help for us, has had a tragedy in his personal life, and I just want Chris to know that we are thinking of him, and we will keep him in our prayers.
All right.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, so the first dead cat is going out to David Dixon in Surrey, United Kingdom.
David, there's a dead cat on its way to the UK. You'll need it in a couple months when you're cold.
Okay.
Next dead cat.
Next dead cat.
We probably lost all the animal lovers already.
Chuck Knees in Indiana.
Chuck Knees. Chuck, Indiana's hot this time of year, but don't worry, it'll get cold soon.
And lastly,
Third dead cat.
Third dead cat is Jerry Gillette, Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
Hey Jerry, congratulations. Dead cat on its way.
All right, what's this
Coming
one for?
to PA. So we're giving away 2. Let's give away a Jeff Shave Bowl and a Kevin Burris plaque of your choice. You can have it with a flag and one of the World War II scenes, or you can have something, have him do it for you like he did for me.
All right.
So the first one is a Shave Bowl.
Shave Bowl is going to Marcus Clovis.
Marcus Clovis, where is he?
Is that New Maryland? What? No.
Well, just move the thing. I saw.
NM.
New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Congratulations, Marcus. Close shave is on its way.
And the Kevin Burris slate is going to
Carbon Stone.
Robert Kunk in Michigan.
Robert, something Carbon Stone is coming its way to you.
All right.
Awesome. All right, thank you, folks. We'll go back out and see some more people. Moose has got some presentations to make, so let's take care of that right now. Okay, Frick, see you.
Thank you.
Hey, gentlemen, vets in particular, the wonderful Moose has got a little present for each of you. So if you will stand by while we call out your name. How did you handle the sizes? How did you handle the sizes?
Huh?
Did you contact somebody and get the sizes?
I have my way.
Okay. Moose has his ways. Here, wait a minute.
Corey McDonald.
Can you put that in your hand so that I'm not having to stick it in your face?
There you go. Congratulations.
No hug?
Are you a hugger?
Bring it up.
We're all huggers.
I don't want to presume.
Hey, you can presume. You're here.
And Zach. Zach Holiday.
This is going all the way back to Ireland.
Thank you very much.
What have I started? Who's next?
Michael Cook.
Mike. Get a big one for Mike. He might break some ribs when you hug him. Just careful. Mike?
There you go, Mike. Thank you. That's an extra large. You look like you might need a bigger than
That might fit.
Try it on.
Who's next?
Rocket Richard.
What? Does she really? Oh,
Peter Kern.
Pete Kern.
Oh, bring it in. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right too. So let me just tell you. So first day here, we mentioned hockey, and Pete says, "I play hockey." I said, "Really? Okay, now you're on." So we got all the gear. So we play Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, all through the year. Moose plays with us. So Pete's been out Monday and Wednesday, and we'll be out again the ice tomorrow. So he's getting a little dirty in the corner with Moose the other day, but.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute, you're on the same team.
He's wearing my jock strap, so
I don't
should
think
be able to hug at least, right?
Yeah, that's why he's called Moose.
Brandon Beach.
Brandon.
This is Moose of Pat Secret Garden.
Yes, this is Moose of Pat's Secret Garden.
4-year shirt. Naughty girl shirt. Get one if you haven't got a naughty girl shirt. You don't know what to do.
Home to your wife. She's the one.
I will give it to her. She'll love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon. Let's go. Who's next?
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris. We've known him as Ferris Bueller all week.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pretty tired of Ferris jokes by now.
Thanks, sir. I'm a hugger too. I love that.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been watching you guys do these for months and months now. I can actually wear one of those now. Only in the winter though.
Oh, yeah.
I may pass out from heat.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
The little heaters inside it. You didn't happen to bring an extra one, did you? You didn't happen to bring an extra one, did you?
Yeah, like Dan Orth.
Yes, sir.
Medic.
Dan the man. Health through hugs.
Thank you guys for everyone that makes this possible. I really appreciate it.
And there's one that Robert Phillips.
Yeah.
He wanted to buy.
Yeah. I know that one.
Gina told me to bring
I want you to give that one to Dan. Dan right here, because he came to our he came
but he's
as
like a medium.
yeah, well, we're just gonna give it to him and then we'll change it later. Okay.
Yeah, we'll switch it.
Dan's last name. Just call him Dan. Canadian Dan. Come on up. Dan didn't come as one of our scholarships, but Dan deserves all the recognition as a combat wounded vet. But he decided couldn't wait. He had to come, so he's part of it.
Thanks a lot, Moose. Appreciate it, buddy.
We got you one for you and your wife together.
All right, she'll like that. Thanks a lot.
Fun.
Just want to say hi to my wife and kids at home.
I'll kinda come over. I'm gonna come see
Frank,
you.
Oscar, hope everybody's doing well. Just want to say thanks to Rob and all the crew here, Danny and the Colonel, all the ladies in the
Not worthy.
all the ladies in the back that cook all the meals. I've never been this full in my life. Feels like we're in the kitchen, in the dining mess every 2 hours, and they're stuffing their guts. And,
We are.
It's been delicious. Love it. And just want to say thanks again to the Cosman crew. Thanks a lot.
What
brother.
you're saying is all three actually fit you now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That it? All right. Thank you, Moose. Huge part of what we do. You're always there to support us. Okay. Let's go down here and talk to Ferris. Ferris, we're on our way. Get ready.
Thanks.
Floor's filthy in here. Shavings everywhere.
We've been clogging for a half hour.
Clogging? You're going to finish your half blind while we're there. Okay. Can you come in tight, Dan? Somebody's proud of their half blind.
First time?
First time ever?
First time ever.
Really? Can you tell them a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Ferris Butler. I served as a infantry officer, which seems like 10 lives ago with 10th Mountain Division in upstate New York. Deployed to Iraq at the summer of 2006, moving into the surge, and was injured by an IED 21 December 2006. And I always joke I spent 2.5 years in uniform and 2.5 years at a hospital. Showed up to Walter Reed with all 10 toes, but significant lower limb damage. Ultimately went through 52 surgeries. My 53rd and 54th were elective amputations of both feet below the knee. And but a lot of good came out of that. I actually met my beautiful and very supportive wife, who's watching with my extremely beautiful son. My 3-year-old son just turned 3 on the 16th last week. So they're behind YouTube Live right now watching us.
Yeah.
It's great. But no, this is, there's, I guess, two points I'd love to make. One, I think everybody understands the camaraderie that comes with this, and everybody understands kind of the, mental healing aspect of picking up something and making something else out of it, especially with your own hands. But something like this for me actually teaches me how to reuse my body, right? So, I walk on 2 prosthetic legs every day of the week, and everything I do, I have to figure out how to do in a new way. So I was candidly a little intimidated. Luther called me a few weeks ago and said, hey, what kind of bench setup do you want? How do you want it, what height? And I said, look, I like to do everything as normal as possible. Give me what you're giving everybody else. And that's exactly the setup I have. And, it takes a matter of thought, a little preparation. How am I going to work my body? How's my stance going to be? How's my gait going to work pushing the plane? But it's all come together,
By the way, you have the neatest bench of anybody in the shop.
Well, that would,
We were coming.
that won't surprise my wife.
This is next to mine.
Well, yeah, you can look at my
Yeah,
neighbor's
right.
bench right here.
Clean that up.
It's in the box. So. But and the whole program is just absolutely fantastic, Rob. I mean, you're doing such an incredible job. I've been blessed to be in the nonprofit world for years now, helping other veterans, trying to give back for all the support we've had over the years. This was something I really wanted to do. I haven't done a lot for myself over the years, but I grew up in the carpentry world. Put myself through college pounding nails. Started working in construction as a young teenager. And I never really wanted to be in that space. I always actually wanted to be in the custom furniture and millwork world. And so this is a dream come true for me. I don't, Laura will get a kick out of this. I've been talking about that wasn't good. I've been talking about learning woodworking forever and a day. And the way I actually stumbled upon you all, I went with my father-in-law, John. He may be watching too. We went to the Baltimore Woodworking Show, and I came back and just started Googling, veteran woodworking. I was so amped up from going to the woodworking show, bought a couple tools there, and came back home, and just, you were the first Google hit I found, and immediately put an application in. And COVID hit. So I had been accepted. You and I talked on the phone 2.5 years ago. And so I've been waiting for this class, all that time. And have been in close contact with Super Dave. I'm sure he's watching. We literally, he happened to be from the same unit I was, and
Yeah, that's fine.
we didn't know each other, but I think we had that built-in camaraderie ourselves, and we've become close friends even though we've literally never met. I talk to the guy on text, once a month. So, my hat's off to your wife and the entire volunteer staff here. The food is, I can't stress it enough. The food is like a 5-star resort this week. No one knew what to expect, but it certainly wasn't that. So you're running an incredible operation.
Because they understand the sacrifice.
Well, I certainly appreciate it, and I know everybody else does. Got a good thing going.
Thank you for
I
being here.
appreciate it. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Would anybody else please talk to me?
I can make again.
Well, we could ask the audience. Phil, will you talk to me?
I'd be glad.
Be my friend, please, Phil. Can you hold this so I don't have to put it in your face?
Okay.
Phil is retired. Phil is a retired lieutenant colonel. He didn't come to our program as a scholarship. He came as a paying customer, civilian, but we include anybody with that kind of service as one of them.
Well, fortunately, I was never wounded.
That's good.
Yes, I'm very glad of that. That's one medal, the Purple Heart, that I'm glad not to have. What a week, Rob. What a fabulous week. Not only are we learning these wonderful skills that I'm going to take home and use. It'll soothe me as well as it'll soothe these fellows who have PTSD and other challenges. But what a fellowship. You can hear the spirit in these guys, in the cat calls they make, the jokes they make. And it's just a privilege to be a part of it. Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Anything you want to show off?
A show off? Hey, I got one thing right today.
Well, let's see it.
Well, after I got it right, I sawed off one of the tails.
Just for a personal challenge. I appreciate that.
So
maybe tomorrow?
It's in the trash can over there.
You know what?
That was perfect.
I've seen very smart people do that. It's all right. Keep at it. You know what? The most important, I can run my hand over that and tell you, the most important skill that you learn that you get to take home is how to sharpen. That, I often say, opens the door to a room that most people don't know exists, and that's hand tool woodworking. And you'll be forever happy that you learned how to do that.
Thanks, Rob.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you. Still have time for anybody. Anybody in that mood? Just wanted to say hello. Whoa, look at over here.
What kind of mood, bro?
Mattress Doug. So I got to tell you how I met Doug, because I think this is incredible. I call customers when they place orders, and I called Doug. It just so happens that Doug owns a mattress factory. At the beginning of COVID, when there was a shortage of masks for first responders, Doug, although business was near dead, kept all his employees on and had them making masks for first responders. That says volumes about an individual.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us what's going on.
Well, I've been on just about every side of this thing, except obviously being a veteran. I mean, I've donated, I've participated in the class. It's tough to explain how important this is for the guys that come. You think you're coming to learn woodworking, but you learn so much more. Everybody here is phenomenal, even Rob. Well, except Luther.
Except Luther?
Except Luther. I've had a blast. I know this has been said already. The food's phenomenal. Not as good as my wife's cooking, because I know she's watching. No.
But very close.
But very close. It's great. I don't know what else to say. I really thank you for doing this. I really do.
I get my reward comes every time we do this. You can't spend a week here with these people and not feel like you are a person for having been around. What's the name of your business?
Dubuque Mattress.
Dubuque Mattress. Do you have a website?
We do.
DubuqueMattress.com.
You got it.
How do you spell Dubuque?
DUBUQUE.
Awesome. You're looking for a mattress.
Yep.
This man deserves your business. True patriot. Thanks, Doug. I still have time. Oh, yes. So this week, well, can you turn the camera? Can I?
I can't.
Can't?
Trust
Can't?
me, it's not worth it.
So Danny brought his his daughters and his wife up this week, and we were short-staffed in the kitchen, and Jenna, his wife, jumped in, and everybody thought she worked here. What an absolute honor. What a trooper. She just was fantastic. Jenna, if you ever want to come back, the spot is yours. My wife and Anita loved having her there. And, you know, some people fit in and some people don't. Jenna fit in and was complimented the whole process. It was absolutely fantastic. Yes, thank you. Thank you, girls. And Stinker, if you're watching, thank you. Now, where are we headed? I forget anybody else? I mentioned Teresa over at the hardware. Teresa, her dad fought in World War II, and she wanted to be a part of this, so she has for as long as we've been here. I think she's been coming over every morning, or early in the morning, and helps get breakfast ready. Huge. And Gina Crilly, who takes care of all of our customer service and all of our shipping. Gina and Pam. And Gina's been here and helped out a lot in the kitchen, which has been a real big help. Not to mention helping motivate these guys to buy more stuff. And Anita, that's Anita's kitchen. Food, and Brad, her husband, came up and helped. You'll hear them talk about the food forever. Who else wants to say hi to me?
Hey, Ron.
Yes? Let's go. Where are we going?
Right here. So, I got a request.
I've met you.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Beach. Rob's met me before. We're going to take this as you go.
Yes, you can.
So, I had a request to talk about anybody that is hesitant, wounded veterans. I would say we were all hesitant through this week. We found that a lot of people, even coming, going to get on the plane, everybody was affirmed that they were hesitant. So I would say do it anyway. Apply, even if you think you're not worthy. Let them be the judge of that. Let them rate it. Yeah. I got my Rangers yelling at me, don't self-select. So don't self-select out there. And if you need help with some of the application process, Luther, and even you can contact me. I mean, anybody that's gone through this program, I'm sure, will be more than willing to help you or fill out the application for you. But don't let that be a limiter for this amazing opportunity. Don't be afraid of the skill factor or the tools that you'll have to use. That will come when you get here, and you'll have a great time. And that's all I really have to say. I mean, just don't let it stop you.
I want to drill down on that a little more. I'm going to move up here in order to do it. So I happen to know that Jeff O'Connor had second thoughts about coming. He didn't feel that he was deserving of it. And Luther, who forgets now, had to actually talk him into it. I said, no, you come. We decide that. So I want to just ask Pete, what would have happened if Jeff had let that little thought keep him from coming here? What is this? Just give me a sentence. How grateful are you that Jeff came, and what are you going to do for the next Pete?
Yeah, so if Jeff wouldn't have taken the opportunity to come up here and learn from you, he certainly wouldn't have blessed me with the opportunity. It's kind of like one of those things where, like in the Navy, in the military, you're kind of, it's your duty and it's your responsibility to train your relief and train the person that replaces you, and to just kind of transcend that to this. Because of everything that Jeff has blessed me with being here and this opportunity, and the knowledge that, like, you're kind of, I'll use another analogy, like you're kind of planting seeds of knowledge and generosity and humility and fellowship, and if I don't go back and try to find someone else that, you can, because you have to, you leave no man behind, right? Like, no woman or no man, nobody gets left behind. So, it's incumbent upon me to go back to Virginia Beach or back to the Hampton Roads area, and and find someone, and then bestow this blessing onto them, because this is like all the guys, and we've heard everybody say that this is about hand tools, and it's about training the hand, and it's about how wood is good, and that's kind of, we all say it, and it's kind of an ethos around here, but it really does help people. It's helped me. My wife bought me a very small woodworking kit many years ago when I was suffering and kind of in a dark place, and that changed my life, and this is just continuing it. Yeah.
But you have to be here to fully understand it, so that
Yes.
you'll walk away from here with a mission of, I've got to save somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a vehicle to do it. And you'll leave here with all the tools and all of the equipment and all of the knowledge to go back and continue to cultivate your skill. And when you have that, it speaks volumes to what it does for a person. It really does. Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome. Remind them. We have no idea what we're doing. We know wood. We know how to teach it. The rest of all of this just happens to magically fall into place. The camaraderie, the spirit that is here, it's pretty incredible.
We've got a message for you, Rob.
Got a message for
Ready,
me?
everybody?
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Rob. We love you. I thought you were going to sing happy birthday to me. It's my birthday on Sunday.
Happy birthday to you.
Ask for it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rob. Happy birthday to you.
That'll be my last birthday. Well, thank you. Yeah. 2 minutes. I have room. I have time for somebody else to talk to me. I have time for somebody else to talk to me. Robert. Well, I was standing right here. It wasn't the end, was it? Robert is another civilian student that came to be a part of the program. I'm going to hand him the mic and let him tell you what he wants to tell you.
Well, I bought my wife bought me this program as a Christmas present, 2019, and then of course everybody stopped doing anything. So thank you, Victoria. I love you. It's been a great experience, and then it's been awesome being here with everybody. Lots of woodworking stuff picked up, but really being with all these guys has been really moving. So it's been appreciate. Thank you for putting this on. Thank you for being here. Everybody. He's awesome too.
That's Danny Bell.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm going to save the last. Erica, did you want to come up and say anything, hon? I knew that. She probably won't come back tomorrow. So now I got to save the last couple of minutes for somebody really special. This class, Jeff's class, was the best to date. This class has surpassed that. Not necessarily in craftsmanship, although there's some really good craftsmanship, but we've come to realize that this class has a much bigger, all-encompassing mission, and that is to help bring peace and joy into the lives of these men and women that deserve it so much. The average person has no idea. You had to hear the stories this week to understand it. No idea that the sacrifice that has been made in your behalf, you don't know anything about it, but these people carry these scars the rest of their life. So, yeah, somebody said, wait a minute, what did Who said something about this being a therapy session disguised as a woodworking class? I think all of them did. That's not intended. That was never the intent. Because Luther and I will both admit we know nothing about that side of it. But it always takes a catalyst. And the earlier the catalyst appears, the more effective it is. So I'll use Jeff as an example. Jeff is a big, tough guy, EOD. And early in the week, he stood there and he talked about his struggles with PTSD and how he went from not even thinking it was something real to recognizing that he had it himself. And it's pretty hard for these guys to talk about it without being emotional. Well, when somebody rough and tumble allows himself to be seen emotional in front of their peers, everybody else in the room kind of says, well, I guess it's okay to let go. And as a result, that class was tremendous. And the reason why it's tremendous from many, many fronts, number one, if you think about being in school, you have to be comfortable in your environment in order to be able to learn. If you're unsure of the clothing you're wearing because it's not in style, or you got a big zit in your nose, or whatever, if something makes you uncomfortable, you're going to have a very hard time focusing and learning. So when these guys come to the class, everybody's a little uncomfortable. You've got veterans, you've got civilians. Civilians don't know what to say. Veterans are kind of a group to themselves. But when somebody breaks that wall down and everybody else starts to realize, okay, I can get some of this stuff off my chest because this is a very safe environment. What occurs on a woodworking side is where normally it wouldn't be a Thursday until Friday before those guys would start to open up and I could teach them. This happened on Monday. And as a result, these guys are driving it. They pick up the skills. They're using them. They're happy. You see smiles, not something we always see. So the guy that did that was Danny Bell behind the camera. And Danny didn't know whether or not he should have. I think the moment took over and he bore his soul, and it's hard for him, but everyone in the room benefited from that. There was a quote by Dan. He said, Dan, do you mind me quoting you what you said about how happy you were to know that he wasn't the only one suffering, that other people were having it as bad as him, and it made him feel comfortable. So I just got to give a huge shout out to Danny Bell for what he has done for this class. They all, if you guys want to thank somebody for really doing this for you, you know who it is. They all witnessed it.
Hugs all around.
Not while he's holding the camera, please. That thing costs a fortune. Actually, Danny's coming back in 2 weeks, where Luther's not going to be here, so Danny's going to take Luther's place. Yeah, Oracle 2. So, and I don't say that for any other reason than that's the honest to goodness truth. And Danny knows that he and I have been friends for a while. So Danny, boy, we love you, and we love what you do for the program. Big thank you to my wife, too. I didn't mention that. She worked tirelessly all week and still is helping out in the kitchen. How about one for the girls in the kitchen and the amazing food? I didn't tell you guys are noisy.
And now for the chorus line. Let's all get together.
So in closing, because I'm 7 minutes over, big thank you to Luther, the behind-the-scenes guy that puts all of this together, makes it so that everybody gets here, everybody knows where they're supposed to be. Big thank you to Travel Lodge in St. John that provides us with rooms at an incredible rate so that we can pull this off. And thank you to all the people that came to the class. Thank you at home that helped support it. We will be back again in, I don't know when, we'll let you know, but most likely 2 weeks. Anyway, appreciate you being with us. Hope you enjoyed this. We will see you soon. How are we closing this up? Well, you got to go all the way over there and do it.
Yep. Next week, I got to be Luther. I got to wear tighter pants and talk real funny.
Hey, I don't talk like that all the way long. You have to.